First, proper pranayama, sit straight, switch on cameras, and deep exhalation to begin with, followed by deep inhalation. Hold the breath for as long as possible, and then exhale consciously. Conscious exhalation is very important. And then during this period, make sure the mind doesn't wander anywhere. Mind should be focusing on the breath. Body should be totally relaxed. And when the mind is focused only on the breath, it will quieten automatically. So do this a few cycles. Now, with a quietened mind, Upanishad mantras clearly give a message to do upasana, nididhyasanam on the Brahma Tattvam after studying the Vedanta Shastras. Sarvam khalvidam Brahma tad jalaniti shanta upasita. So the mind has to be quietened, shanta upasita. Do dhyanam, do nididhyasanam on Brahman. This Brahman is what? Sarvam khalu idam. Idam sarvam khalu. Everything around us, the only absolute reality, the only reality is Brahman. From this absolutely real Brahman arises the relatively real, seemingly real universe. Universe consisting of living and non-living entities. So, Tat Jalan. From that principle, Tat Brahman, Jalan means Srishti Sthiti Layam, arises the seemingly real universe. And so what happens? Our mind is stuck with all the things around us, the matter principles. So Upanishad mantra points out, do nididhyasanam on that principle, Brahma Tattvam, which is the absolute reality. Since this Brahman is all pervading. Brihattamatvat, huge and infinite. The same Upanishad mantras point out this Brahman as the true nature of every one of you. Same Brahman is the Atman, the pure consciousness principle present in all of you. It is called Atman, because of which all functions are possible, all your functions of organs of action, organs of knowledge is possible only when there is consciousness present within the physical body. There is no consciousness, none of these actions can happen. Think for a minute. None of the five organs of knowledge or five organs of action can function. So when one sits silently after studying Vedanta Shastras and goes behind the principle of functioning, understands what is the source from which all these actions are happening, you will reach the ultimate reality, the pure consciousness is called Atman. The mantra points out, Shrotrasya Shrotram Manaso Mano Yad Vachoha Vacham Saupranasya Pranaha Chakshushash Chakshuhu Atimuchya Dhiraha Etyasmallokadamrita Bhavanti. So, Shrotrasya Shrotram, as if it is the ear of the ear. That means what? The actual physical ear cannot function without the consciousness principle. So, the real hearer, the real ear is the consciousness, Atman. Shrotrasya Shrotram, ear of the ear. Manaso, Mano, the mind of the mind. That means what? Mind cannot function without consciousness. As if the real mind is the consciousness principle. Similarly, at vachoha vacham, speech. Principle behind speech is consciousness. Sau pranasya pranaha, even the life principle cannot exist without pure consciousness, absolute consciousness. So, chakshushash chakshuhu, eye of the eye. Eyes cannot perceive anything, eyes cannot see anything without consciousness. One who understands the principle behind the functioning of all the sense organs, organs of knowledge, organs of action, by systematic study of Vedanta Shastras, Atimuchya Dhiraha, this Dhiraha, dedicated to Vedantic study systematically till the knowledge arises about the absolute reality. So one who understands this absolute reality, Brahman as the Atman, internalizes and undergoes transformation, no longer connected with the happenings of the world or the physical body or the mind, sense organs, intellect, established and resting on the pure consciousness, Atma Tattvam, who abides in Atman. Timuchadhiraha pretyaha asmallokat amrita bhavanti. After this physical body perishes, in this particular janma, person attains immortality, no more subject to birth and death. So, knowledge of absolute reality bestows immortality. That is the message of the Upanishads. That is the message of the Vedas. That is the ultimate truth. So, how to go systematically to attain this ultimate truth? Let us further study the Bhagavad Gita Shastram. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. Vakratunde Mahakali Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvighna Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada. Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha. Guru Sakshat Parambrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nidhaye Sarva Vidyanam Shaje Bhavaroginam Gurave Sarvalokanam Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Tadashiva-samarambham Shankara-acharya-madhyamam Asmadacharya-paryantam Vande Guru-paramparam Shruti-smriti-purananam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavad-pada-shankaram Lokashankaram Shankaram Shankara-acharyam Keshavam Badarayanam सूत्रभाष्यकृतं वन्दे भगवन्तो पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। अपारकरुणा सिन्धुं ज्ञानदं शान्तरूपिणं श्रीचन्द्रशेखरगुरुं प्रणमामि मुदान्महम्। ॐ All of you on camera, straight chant Yam Brahma loudly. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutaha Stunmanti Dimyaistavaihi Vedai Sanga Padakramo Parihadair Gayanti Yam Samaga Dhyanavastita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yoginaha Yasyantam Navidussura Suraganaha देवाय तस्मै नमः देवाय तस्मै नमः ओम श्री कृष्णाय परमात्मने नमः. Now chant the 6 shlokas, and also when you are chanting, make sure to go over the meaning of each and every word in the mind. ओम श्री गणेशाय नमः. श्री सरस्वती नमः. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. हरि ओम. श्री भगवानुवाच तेषामेवानुकम्पार्थम् अहमज्ञानजं तमः नाशयाम्यात्मभावस्थः ज्ञानदीपेन भास्वता ज्योतिषामपि तज्ज्योतिः तमसः परमुच्यते ज्ञानं ज्ञेयं ज्ञानगम्यं हृदि सर्वस्य विष्ठितं न हि ज्ञानेन सदृशं पवित्रमिह विद्यते तत्स्वयं योगसंसिद्धः कालेनात्मनि विन्दति ज्ञानेन तु तदज्ञानम् येषां नाशितमात्मनः तेषामादित्यवज्ञानं प्रकाशयति तत्परं यथैधांसि समिद्धोऽग्निः भस्मसात् कुरुतेऽर्जुन ज्ञानाग्निः सर्वकर्माणि भस्मसात् कुरुते तथा यस्य सर्वे समारम्भाः ज्ञान यस्य सर्वे समारम्भाः कामसङ्कल्पवर्जिताः ज्ञानाग्निदग्धकर्माणं तमाहुः पण्डितं बुधाः. ओम शांति शांति शांति. Now chant the 5 shlokas, most important to remember while interacting in the world. Shri Bhagavan Daivi Hesha Gunamayi Mama Maya Duratyaya Mameva Ye Prapadyante Mayametam Tarantite Ananyas-chintayanto mam ye janah paryupasate tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam mahamyaham mattah parataram nanyate kinchidasti dhananjaya mayi sarvamidam protam sutre manigana iva ईश्वरः सर्वभूतानां हृद्देशेऽर्जुन तिष्ठति भ्रामयन् सर्वभूतानि यन्त्रारूढानि मायया. So, ultimate reality प्रपंचो यदि विद्येत निवर्तेत न संशयः मायामात्रमिदं द्वैतम् अद्वैतं परमार्थतः. ओम शांति शांति शांति. अथ श्रीमद्भगवद्गीता एकादशोऽध्यायः विश्वरूपदर्शनयोगः. ओम नारायणः परो व्यक्तात् अंडमं व्यक्तसंभवम् अंडस्यान्तस्मिमे लोकाः सप्तद्वीपा च मेदिनी. ओम. Now, let's stand shloka number 40, which you learned in the last class, then continue from there. Arjuna uvacha namah purastadath pristhataste Namostu te sarvata eva sarva anantaviryamita vikramastam sarvam samapnoshi tatosi sarvaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hardam Swagatam, hearty welcome to the next session on the 11th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, which is called as Vishwarupa Darshana Yoga. So, in this chapter, the speciality, the most important aspect is the Upanishad mantra, which says that from the supreme reality arises the relatively real universe. Supreme Brahma Tattvam is abode, is the substratum for everything else, is being shown visually. The vision of the cosmic form of Bhagavan Vishwarupam to Arjuna specially. And so, when Arjuna wanted to see, he asked Bhagavan, I want to see this particular Vishwarupam. Bhagavan gave that vision, Divya Chakshuhu. First, the divine eye to Arjuna, and then he was able to see this Vishwarupam. So, what happened to Arjuna? First, he was wonderstruck. Then he became fearful. Looking at the fearful aspect of Bhagavan, Bhagavan became Layakarta, the source of dissolution, the substratum of dissolution. And finally, his mind turns into extreme devotion or bhakti. But this bhakti is actually coming out of what? Fear. Sometimes our bhakti doesn't come naturally. Understand what I'm saying, right? We are afraid of somebody. So, either some devotion, some reverence, because the person is very powerful. We start, actually, somebody is very powerful, and imagine somebody wants to overpower you. What you will do first? Ken, please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. So that is also a form of what? Showing your reverence or humility. Not exactly that way, but Arjuna understands. He has understood Bhagavan because Bhagavan is explained in the 7th chapter, 9th chapter, 10th chapter about the greatness of the Supreme, and he sees the Supreme in front of him. So real bhakti, but this bhakti is still tinged with fear. Because Arjuna is a Madhyama Adhikari, has not got Jnanam. The only way to be fearless, how to attain state of fearlessness? Only by Jnanam. Write down. Upanishad mantra says, Abhayam Pratishtham Vindate. So, person who is still having Ajnanam will always have fear. Because the knowledge is not complete, there will always be some fear of the unknown. So, complete knowledge. So, this jnanam bestows another important thing, addition to what? Immortality, moksham, samsara nivritti. One of the most important aspect of jnanam is abhayam. Abhayam pratishtham vindate. Taittiriya Upanishad mantra. Anybody can refer, it's fine. So, similarly, in Bhadaranyak Upanishad, so Janaka Maharaja, when he went to Yajnavalkya, what? Gave the ultimate knowledge of Brahma Jnanam to Janaka, and finally he said, Abhayam vai Janaka praptosi. Praptosi. So, praptaha asi. That means what? You have attained. You have established yourself in Abhayam. He didn't say, now you are Brahmajnani, some light coming, touching what? No? Janaka, not like that. After understanding, see, it means what? During the exchange of question answer, Pariprashnena Sevaya. So, complete clarity. Please understand. Brahmajnana doesn't mean suddenly you will become a different individual. No, getting two horns, becoming very different. The mind will attain total clarity, total calmness, established in reality. And that's why Abhayam ve Janaka Prapto. See, that means what? You have now attained that state of fearlessness. So understand, only way to get rid of fear is what? Jnanam. What is the only way to get Jnanam, Ram Ram Subbu? Systematic study of Vedanta Shastras, no other way. So, let us quickly go to the Shankara Bhashyam for shloka number 40. Namah Purastadatha Prishtataste. So, Namaha iti, Namaha Purastat Purvasyam Dishi Tubhyam Atha Prishtataha Te Prishtataha. Means what? Purvasyam. Purva means what? All of you know. Purva, Paschima, Uttara, Dakshina, East. Very good, Anas. Excellent. So Acharya says here Purastat can be made to connect with Purvasyam. Means what? East direction. Dishi Tubhyam to you. Atha Prishtataha. Te Prishtataha. Also at the rear of your. Where is the rear? There is no rear, but even then he has to say, Apicha te namaha astu te sarvataha eva sarvasu dikshu sarvatra sthitaya he sarva. So, in this particular shloka, the important name of Bhagavan is what? He sarva. Sarva means what? Sarva means that principle is present all around, all pervading, all around. Sarvataha eva sarva. He sarva means, so we say in the shlokas for Parameshwara, what do you say? After Sadhyo Jatam Prabhadyami Sadhyo Jata Yabai Namo Namaha Bhave Bhavenati Bhave Swam Bhavodbhava Yanamaha Vamadeva Yanamo Jeshta Yanama Sreshta Yanamo Rudra Yanamahkala Yanamahkala Vikarana Yanamo Bala Vikarana Yanamo Bala Yanamo Bala Pramathana Yanama Sarva Bhuta Damana Yanamo Manonmana Yanamaha Aghore Bhyo Ghora Ghora Tarebhyaha Sarvebhya Sarva Sharvebhyo. See, the chanting should be correct. Sarvebhya Sarva. He Sarva. Sarva Sharvebhyo Namaste Astu Rudra Rupebhyaha. So, same God. Suddenly what? Krishna only is not Sarva. Parameshwar also is Sarva. That means what? If Krishna is equal to He Sarva, Parameshwara, Mahavishnu also is equal to He Sarva. What does it mean? Both Lord Krishna and what? Parameshwara. So, Maheshwara, all one and the same supreme principle. So, Sarvasu Dikshu Sarvatra Sthitaya He Sarva. Even Acharya Shankara says He Sarva. You see, Sambodhana Bhakti. Ananta Viryam Ita Vikramaha. Anantam Viryam Asya. Anantam Viryam. So, endless power, capability, Ananta Viryam. And Amitaha Vikramaha. Amitaha, limitless. So, limitless power, capability, energy, Asya. So, now Acharya gives a small explanation. Viryam Samarthyam. Samarthyam means what? Capability. Vikramaha Parakramaha. So, Viryam is what? In potential form. Person may be having a lot of capability, but may not be able to display. Vikramaha means one who displays that capability. Parakramaha. So, Acharya says, Viryavanapi kaschit Shatru Vadadi Vishaye na Parakramate. Somebody can be very powerful, capable, but suddenly in front of the enemy, person can develop cold feet for whatever reason. Also decide to run away. Who is the standing example? You all should know. Central figure of Bhagavad Gita. Yes or no? Arjuna was what? Viryam Samarthyam. Is it Samarthyam or not? He had Viryam Samarthyam. But he couldn't display that. Why? Means what? Even the most courageous person, little bit of whatever that fear or some other thing engulfs the mind, all the physical capability, power will be totally nullified. So Acharya says, Bhagavan is a combination of both Viryam and Vikramaha, both limitless, both endless. Ananta Viryam, Amita Vikramaha. Understand properly, all wonderful words. Viryabanapi kaschit shatruvadadhi Vishaye na parakramate. Manda parakramaha va. That means what? Person of very average display of courage. Tvam ananta viryaha. See, like Acharya is speaking to us. Tvam you are what? Ananta viryaha. Limitless viryam. Amita vikramaha cha iti. Ananta viryamita vikramaha. So very nice, right? Now you understand? People all thought Shankara Bhasham is very difficult. Who will study all these things? Commentary. Are you getting confidence that you can study Shankara Bhasham? Buy the book. Very important. When you do Upanishad study, also slowly we'll study. See, when you study all these Gita, Shastram, Upanishads, Brahma Sutras, with knowing the meaning, Padavibhaga, Anvaya, Shankara Bhashyam, studying also Sanskrit plus understanding all these things in your whatever local language, English, you will fortify your knowledge. Knowledge will be firmly established. So, Ananta Viryamita Vikramaha Sarvam Samastham Jagat Samapnoshi. You are pervaded, you are pervading the entire universe. So, Samyak Ekena Atmana. Now, Acharya brings the word Atmana. I see, same Brahman is Atman. Atmana by you. Vyapnoshi yataha tataha tasmat asi bhavasi sarvaha tvam. That is why you are what called sarvaha. You are everything. Now, tvam tvaya vina bhutam na kaschita asti iti abhipraya. So, without you, nothing can exist. So, in a way, you are everything. Clear? So, such a long passage you have been able to complete very quickly. That means what? You're all keeping pace. You all become very sharp students, understanding Shankara Bhashyam. Many people asked 2-3 years back, will people understand all these details? Gita Shastram came. Just don't give one line, no explanation. Do 10, 12 shlokas every class. Quickly finish Gita Shastram. Nobody will understand. Our belief is that nothing is impossible. If things are taught systematically and you pay attention, you should be able to understand. Are you understanding or not? Initially, you thought it's difficult, right? Now it's easy, no? Getting easier and easier. How to study Vedanta? This is systematic way to study Vedanta Shastras. Any other methodology is wrong. Don't fall into the trap. Even Vedanta Shastra studies also got a lot of other methodology is not right. Okay, now comes the important shloka where Arjuna is getting some kind of jnanam. Jnanam is what? Some kind of recollection that same Bhagavan, if you're not camera on, turn cameras. Gaurish, iPad, Jai Sitaraman, Meenakshi, every turn cameras. Okay. So he remembers that the same Vishwarupa Ishvara Tattvam, Vishwarupa Krishna Paramatma actually was his friend, right? Friend, whatever, no? He used to always go with him wherever he went. In the process, he addressed Krishna by various names. And so he believed that he has probably done a mistake. So this sloka is wonderful. Sloka number 41. Arjuna uvacha sakheti matva prasabham yaduktam he Krishna he Yadava he sakheti Ajanata mahimanam tavedam maya pramadat pranayena vapi om shanti shanti shanti.
Arjuna uvacha sakheti matva prasabham yaduktam he Krishna he Yadava he sakheti ajanata mahimanam tavedam maya pramadat pranayena vapi.
Very good. All of us together now. Arjuna uvacha sakheti matva prasabham yaduktam he Krishna he Yadava he sakheti ajanata mahimanam tavedam maya pramadat pranayena vapi om shanti shanti shanti. So that's why without knowing somebody's greatness, don't talk to anybody in a very light way. So normally people with a lot of arrogance, who is this fellow after all? Who is he? We start thinking. Because normally great people, Mahans, will not talk much, will not display much, will not put a show. Only empty vessels make a lot of show, a lot of noise. So what is the Shastra say? Naprishthak kasyachit bruyat. Write down. Nachanyayena cha prishtataha. Jhanannapi cha medhavi jadaval lokamacharet. So, without properly, in a very reverential way, if the person of knowledge is not questioned, person not open the mouth. Just because the person is not speaking anything, keeping silent, don't mistake that person for being a fool. See, two kinds of people can be silent. One, without having any knowledge, will be silent. Because if the person opens the mouth, then you will know. Nah, like Mani Pravalam, Jnana Pravalam, Ajnana Pravalam will come. Also, knowledgeable person will not speak when people around are not respectful, they are not asking the question right way, even then the person. So it's very difficult to identify who is a jnani, who is a jnani. Only a jnani will understand the jnani. Mahavira has explained in one of the what? By the voice of God, that no, what Devatin Kural, Cain. So Mahabharya, the very later years, that means what? Towards past 80 and all, he used to be sitting below a tree and absolutely no paraphernalia. So somebody came to Mahaparya and asked, seems some great Mahan is there somewhere here. I want to have darshan. What, with which came and asked, no paraphernalia, nothing. Just sitting below the tree. So Mahaparya is jokingly saying, so Muttrum Toranda Muniva. That means what? One who has given up all the three. What are the three? Uttreshanayaschcha, Vitteshanayaschcha, Lokeshanayaschcha, Vyuttaya. Tad Bhikshacharyam Charanti. Vrindavan Mantra says. So really a great Mahan without any paraphernalia would have given up Uttreshana. No? The desire for no progeny. Vitteshana, desire for wealth. Lokeshana, desire for power, people, everything, totally. When everything is given up, person bereft of anything, is without anything sitting below a tree without any proper attire, small thing. Even a beggar will be sitting below a tree without any paraphernalia, without any proper attire, right? How will you identify? Similarly, to identify a jnani is difficult. So Arjuna did not know. Why did Krishna Paramatma, how many years? 40, 50 years, Krishna and Arjuna have been traveling, going everywhere, going together, walking, everything they are doing. Why did Krishna not give the Brahma Jnanam, this Upadesha of Gita Shastram to Arjuna? Think about it for a minute. Why did not give it to any of the other Pandavas or even Kunti? Why? Naprishthah kasyatit bruyat. Because here Arjuna prostrated to Bhagavan, Shishyasteham Shadhimam Tvam Prapannam. I am your disciple. Please give me the right knowledge, right way. Then only Krishna Paramahansa took on the role of Jagadguru. Till then, you want to treat me as charioteer, fine. They don't mind. Why? They are beyond praise and they are beyond what? Any unworthy statements by other people. So, Tulya Ninda Stutir Mauni. Write down all these things. So, Tulya Ninda. Ninda means somebody talks ill of you. Stutihi means praise. You are Indra, Chandra. Their mind will not get necessarily perturbed or changed. So, Arjuna remembers. Oh, this Krishna who was with me. And importantly, he uses the word Sakheti twice. Look at the shloka. So, Sakhayiti. So, Sakheti. He Sakheti. So, the thought of Krishna being his friend is uppermost in his mind. So, he now starts thinking, oh, hey Bhagavan, have been treating you as my friend. As I told you, friend means what? Mr. Respectful, honorable. You will talk like that, is it? You will call by what? Not only the first name, but also some nickname. So you would call Krishna Kita Kita, Kitty Kitty. So maybe whatever other names, who knows? No? So different names would have called. So he's saying, I've been regarding you as my friend, and in the process, I called you, hey Krishna. No? No. If you want to say in local language, Kannada, Krishna, Varaile. Huh? Come, let's go. Huh? All that, and he's been calling Krishna like that. Hey Krishna. Not only that, hey Yadava. Huh? Hey Yadava. Yadava Ba. There is a song. Yadava Niba Yedukula Nandana. Very nice song. So, hey Yadava, hey Krishna, come, let's go for a walk. All that, yes. Talked in a very casual way with Krishna. That means what? Arjuna is blessed to have Krishna as both friend, philosopher, and guide. Very important. Understand. Bhagavan will be all three, provided you've got extreme devotion, bhakti to Bhagavan, Shastram, and Guru. So he's uttered words like Krishna. He says, hey Bhagavan, I've uttered words like Hey Krishna, Hey Yadava. Hello friend, how are you? Nah, nowadays they use different words, right? Nah, Ken. Hey bro. I don't know. I recently heard that. Something like that they say. Friend, hey friend. And sometimes I've been also very rude to you. Means what? With friends you also fight, right? So sometimes what happens? Some misunderstanding comes. He's also been rude to Bhagavan. So he's acknowledging. Arjuna is acknowledging this Vishwarupa Ishvara. Saying that Bhagavan, I've been rude to you. Sometimes I behaved indifferently. That means what? Bhagavan has told you do this correctly. I will not listen to you. You go here, I'll go my way. So been indifferent to Bhagavan also. Means what? He didn't know the greatness of Krishna when Krishna was behaving as a friend. So indifferently. Sometimes in affection, I have called you in a very different way. Some words have been uttered by me, which other people normally not attach. Sometimes what will happen? In affection, you will give some nickname and all. I called you. And so he says, all this I have done out of ignorance of your greatness. So I had no knowledge, no understanding of your real greatness. You are the supreme. You are Sakshat Param Brahman. You are what? Srishtikarta, Siddhikarta, Layakarta. Also what? Prapitamaha. Who is greater, Prapitamaha or what? Sakha. Prapitamaha means what? Prapitamaha means what? So, recently you heard Prapitamaha. Great grandfather. Pitamaha is grandfather. So, Pituf Prabhitamaha is great great grandfather. So, similarly, you are such a no Sakshat Ishvara Tattva, which I didn't know. So, I have actually addressed you in singular language. You know, singular means what? Very difficult. In English language is singular. Nah, in Tamil, you say Vada, Poda, all those kind of things. No. So, all that I have uttered to you. So, I have spoken all these things out of ignorance, not knowing your true glory, not knowing your what? Vishwarupam, Tattvam, Vishwarupa Tattvam, your Vibhuti, without knowing, I have uttered all these words. So now, to better understand, when you do Padavibhaga Anvaya, you will see, oh, this is what exactly Arjuna is saying. Now, first, Sakha Padavibhaga. Sakha iti. So, Sakheti, the first Sakheti becomes Sakha plus iti. Clear? Sakha iti matva prasabham yat uktam. So, here Sakha is one word. Write down how many different words Arjuna is using with respect to addressing Bhagavan without knowing Bhagavan's greatness. Sakha as a friend. So what are the words now? Sakha iti matva prasabham yetu uktam. He Krishna, he Yadava, he Sakha iti. So he Krishna, he Yadava, he Sakha iti. Three words here. Then how, why ajanata? So ajanata mahimanam taba idam maya pramadat. Very important word. Pramadat. Then pranayena va api. So pramadat va pranayena va api. Very good. Now look at the Anvaya. You will get the correct order of the words. Now, Matva iti sakha. How to get? Very simple, no? First three words. Matva iti sakha. Iti yat. Once again, iti yat. That iti comes from sakheti. The last word, sakheti. From that iti you take. Iti yat. He Krishna. He Yadava. He Sakhe. So Sakha, when you utter Sambodhana, becomes Sakhe, He Sakhe. Prasabham Pramadat. So now group it. Matva iti Sakha iti Yat. First group. Then He Krishna, He Yadava, He Sakhe. Second group. Then continuing Prasabham Pramadat Va Api Pranayena. Next group. Uktam Maya Ajanata idam mahimanam taba. Small karmani prayoga. Okay. So ajanata idam mahimanam tava. It's the last group. Clear? Should I do again? Follow again. Matva iti sakha. Matva iti sakha. Iti yat. So iti yat. Yat uktam is there, no? From there yat will come. Sakheti from the last word, iti will come. So, iti yat, then continue. He Krishna, He Yadava, He Sakhe. Then come back to the first padam, Prasabham, Pramadat. Where is Pramadat? Last padam. Because they are should be connected together. Prasabham, Pramadat, Va api pranayena. Pranayena, where is Pranayena? Va api pranayena. Last but one word. Va api pranayena. Uktam maya. Uktam maya ajanata idam mahimanam taba. Clear? PVA team, have you got it? Guru Arpan sir is in the airport. He's also attending his favorite shloka. He said he's attending now. Okay, very good. Now, meaning. Matva. Matva, with my understanding. Means what? Understanding of who you are. Means what? Thinking that regarding you as what? Iti sakha, as my friend, as my comrade. Because both Krishna and Arjuna are same age. In fact, both are almost same height, everything. So, iti sakha, as my friend or a comrade or whatever, person of same age with whom you can talk in a very what? Casually also you can speak, no? Don't be always very, very, organized. Casually, as my friend. Iti yat. So, some expressions like, what are the expressions? What are the words I've used? As follows. What are they? Hey Krishna. Hey Krishna. Told you know? Hey Krishna, Kitty, whatever he is called. Hey Yadava. Belongs to Yadu Vamsham, right? Yadava, Hey Yadava. Then Hey Sakhe. So, hey friend. Hi friend, how are you? Like that is called Bhagavan also. But very nice, right? So it's called Bhagavan by these names. Says, I called you by these names. And sometimes I've been what? Prasabham. Prasabham means have behaved rudely. Prasabham manaha. So is behaved in a very rude way, not so nice way. Then pramadat, also indifferently. So because you are very casual, you are not attaching importance. Sometimes you behave indifferently. Correct? Somebody really important is there, you will behave in a very particular way. Imagine some great person sitting at home, you will not do all the pranks. Nobody is there, then you'll be in a different way. It's indifferently. So pramadat. And what? Vapi pranayena. Sometimes very affectionately. So I have called you by what? Some names, nicknames, which if I believe now, even out of affection, I should not have called you by those nicknames. Hey kitty, whatever, no? Kind of. When you are very affectionate with your small children, what do? You call it the official name, is it? Nah. Suppose I told you somebody's name, Sivarama Krishna Gopala, big name is there. Will you call by that name? You will call some Shivu, something, you'll say like that. I called you by other nicknames, though affectionately I called. Uktam Maya. So Karmani Prem, uttered by me. So when you put it in a proper way, it is I have called you by these names. Ajanata. All this has been done out of ignorance. Janata means knowingly. Ajanata means unknowingly. I was a person who did not know. Ajanata. Idam mahimanam tava. Idam mahimanam. This glory tava of yours. Vishwarupam. Your Sakshat. Vishwarupaya vai namo namaha. So if Bhagavan, Arjuna had known Bhagavan as Vishwarupa Ishvara, what should Arjuna have been saying always whenever they go together? Tatagum Satyam Param Brahma Purusham Krishna Pingalam Uddharetam Virupaksham Vishwarupaya vai namo namaha. Namo namaha. No, because last shloka you heard, right? Namo namaha all round, right? Same thing you would have told. Bhagavan also would have got very irritated. Why every time namaha? Let me also enjoy for some time as a friend. So he didn't reveal earlier. Now this glory. So vibhuti, mahimanam. Tava means what? Of yours, Vishwarupam, universal form. So when you study the Shankara Bhashyam, Acharya will give more details, but what you understand? Out of ignorance, Arjuna has uttered many words which may not, he thinks may not be right. After he understands the Vishwarupam of the real nature of Bhagavan, who is also Krishna. Now we'll take 42 also sloka together and then take Shankara Bhashyam together. Arjuna uvacha yacchavaha sarthamasatkrutosi vihara shayyasana bhojaneshu ekothavaप्यच्युत तत्समक्षम tat तत्क्षामये त्वामहम् अप्रमेयम्.
अर्जुन उवाच यच्चावहासार्थमसत्कृतोऽसि विहारशय्यासनभोजनेषु एकोऽथवाप्यच्युत तत्समक्षं तत्क्षामये त्वामहमप्रमेयम्.
Very good. Also there. Arjuna uvacha yacchavaha sarthamasatkrutosi vihara shayyasana bhojaneshu ekothavaप्यच्युत तत्समक्षम तत्क्षामये त्वामहम अप्रमेयम्. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So, he's continuing. The last sloka he said, out of affection, out of ignorance, I had uttered certain words, certain way I addressed you. He is continuing now. Moreover, for the sake of fun, so he's made fun of Bhagavan also. So sometimes while sitting together, eating, going around, so you joke about your friend, right? Similar to that, Arjuna has teased Bhagavan, teased Krishna, made fun of him. So, for the sake of fun, you have been slighted by me. Karmani Pragam. That means what? I have spoken to you in a very slighted way. That means what? Not respectfully. I have not been very respectful to you. Correct? So, sometimes for fun you do, no? You have tried this many times. Things will be normal. Suddenly you want to create some kind of fun. So, you take on somebody and call out some of the things that the person doesn't like. Purposely, the person won't like that. Use that. And you think it is for fun, but sometimes it may also become different. I will say in Tamil, no, விளையாட்டு வினையா போச்சு. So it means what? Sometimes you start a friendly way, finally you end up fighting. So be careful. Always you should know. It's okay, but now you see, Krishna at that time, when Arjuna has spoken a very slighting way or in a derogatory way or a funny way, did Krishna say, you know what? You know who I am? Sakshat Ishvara, I am Brahma Tattvam. Be careful. Don't talk. Yes, he told like that. So also what? Enjoyed the fun. And what were they doing together? All this coming out. When you study Mahabharata in detail, you know how much Krishna Paramatma and Arjuna have been close. Absolutely. Thick friends, bosom friends, they know. Thick friends. Not like no thin friends, thick friends. So they've been playing together. So many games they'll be playing together. Sometimes, in fact, there are a lot of episodes in Mahabharata and both of them are sleeping, aram say reclining together. No, together they've been reclining and together sitting in some place. And then what? And some gossiping they're doing or eating together. So together they'll be eating. So sometimes only both Krishna and Arjuna are only together. That means what? They are in private. Means what? They both have gone somewhere. They then find some place, sit down together, without anybody seeing. Or sometimes in public also. So along with Krishna and Arjuna, all the Pancha Pandavas, other people, everybody is there together. Even in public or private, I have sometimes spoken in a not so respectful way. I made fun of you. I have slighted you. Hey Krishna, for all those things I have done out of ignorance, not knowing your real greatness, please forgive me. I seek forgiveness from you. So suddenly he thought, Bhagavan is taken the form of what? What? Layakarta. I have not spoken all those kinds of words. So please forgive me. So scared now. All those things is recollecting. He didn't realize. Really, if Krishna were also wanted, you could have punished him earlier. He didn't do anything. So here he's saying, please forgive me. Because you are the one who is incomprehensible. Aprameyaha. So there is a name for Bhagavan in Vishnu Sahasranama. What is that? Aprameyo Rishikesho Padmanabho Amara Prabhu. Aprameyaha. So you are, that means what? You are beyond any expressions. Very nicely Arjuna has put it. All the expressions I have given about you, all the different words are meaningless because none of them can really explain who you are. Are you getting the point now? You are unexplainable, incomprehensible, beyond everything. I have called you by some names, so please forgive me. So very nice sloka. Let us do Padavibhaga Anmaya. Sloka number 42. Yat cha avahasartham. Avahasam means fun. Just. Okay. Yat cha. Now break the word. Yat cha becomes yat plus cha. Then avahasartham. Asatkritaha. Satkritaha, asatkritaha. Sat means what? Always good. Mangalam asat means something that is not good. Okay. Asatkritaha asi. So, yet cha abhasartham asatkritaha asi. Then what? The compound word, complex word. Vihara shayyasana bhojaneshu. We will take it up for detail when you do the bhashyam. Vihara shayyasana bhojaneshu. One word. Okay. Then ekaha athava api achyuta tat samaksham tat kshamaye tvam aham aprameyam. Clear? Anybody any doubt? Clear now. The Anmaya. Yat cha abhasartham. What? Apahasa, no, it's abhasartham only. Vakaram only. Yat cha avahasartham asi asatkritaha vihara shayyasana bhojaneshu athava ekaha api tat samaksham he achyuta. Supply the word he, sambodhana. He achyuta tat aham kshamaye tvam aprameyam. Easy. Should I repeat? Anybody can confirm you got the Anvaya correctly? I'll repeat again. No. See. Yat cha avahasartham. Clear? First three words. Asi asatkritaha. Same. Satkritosi becomes asi asatkritaha. Then vihara shayyasana bhojaneshu. Vihara shayyasana bhojaneshu is one word. Then athava ekaha. So eko thava. So athava ekaha. Api tat samaksham. Clear? He achyuta. So he achyuta eko thava api achyuta he achyuta. Then tat aham kshamaye. Kshamaye. Then tvam aprameyam. Clear? Should be very easy. PBA team, got it? Can you confirm, please? Okay. Now, yat cha. Yat cha avahasartham. Moreover, avahasartham means what? For the sake of fun or in jest. Sometimes you play pranks, right? Sake of fun. Asi asatkritaha. You have been slighted by me. Means what? I have behaved in a disrespectful way, scornful way. So I behaved with lack of any respect, no, with kind of no scorning way. Vihara shayyasana bhojaneshu. So viharam means what? While playing, sporting. So shayyasana bhojaneshu. Shayya asana means what? Shayanam means while sleeping, reclining. Asanam means while sitting. Bhojaneshu, eating. So normally, while eating, one should not speak. There is strict rule for a sannyasi while eating, you should not speak. For grihastha, you can speak. Doesn't mean use opportunity and keep on speaking. For Krishna and Arjuna, grihastha or what? Sannyasi? Who are they? That much you don't know. Grihastha, sannyasi. So, grihasthas, right? So they are speaking while eating. All that no secret is coming out now. In Bhagavad Gita, what Krishna, Arjuna did, secret is coming. While eating, sitting, reclining, sleeping or playing, sporting. So, athava ekaha, either in privacy. That means what? Only two of them together. They go on some what? Expedition. or api tat samaksham, or in public. Samaksham means when aksham actually means eyes, in the eyes, in front of everybody, in front of everybody's eyes, public. Api tat samaksham. Hey Achyuta, hey Krishna, tat. So I've spoken all these words which are not what? Asatkritaha, slighting words, scornful words. Aham kshamaye, I seek forgiveness. That means what? Please forgive me. Tvam, I seek forgiveness from you. Karmani prayoga. Aprameyam, you are that what? Incomprehensible, immeasurable. No, Supreme Personality. I did not know all these things. So I used all these singular words, and some of them are not very respectful. So please forgive me. More on this we'll discuss in the next class along with Shankara Bhashya. We'll go through the e-book. Keep everything ready for the next class in about 12 hours from now. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate. पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम तत्सत् कृष्ण 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 शुभमस्तु समस्त सन्मंगलानि भूत्यात् हरि ओम नारायण नारायण